that. It's
hilarious.
I can
just put it on my head.
Oh, we live. Hey, people. We are live. I'm your host, Maddie from Top Rope Squishy. And of course, we're here to talk about wrestling. And before we get started, if you're in the room, make sure you hit that like, subscribe button. Follow me on Twitter. I would say follow me on Instagram, but I'm not really active on Instagram like that. But anyway, introducing my guest, who you guys should know who that he is by now, but I'm gonna let him say hello. Tell people where they can follow you, and when your podcast comes on and all that good stuff. Go ahead, Sonny.
You can just come to malfunction.com. I will be the president of this organization. So everything that goes wrong in your life, you can just send me a thank you note. You can find me at Midnight EXP 17 everywhere, Universal. You can type it in the sky and you'll find a cloud for me.
It's universal, y'all. No matter where you go, it's the same thing. So make sure.
I haunt you like the poltergeist.
All day, every day. What up, K Brown? KB Brown, Christian, Anna, and of course Tone's in the room supporting. We wait until she gets in the room, Miss Courtney, but today is her birthday, so we're gonna give her a quick shout out when she's in the room.
Oh, hopefully she's not mean to me today.
Well, it's her birthday, so I don't know.
That doesn't give you an excuse to be mean.
She might be extra mean today.
That's fine. I'll blow out her candles before she can blow.
Y'all so funny. So listen. Yesterday's Dynamite. What did you give it out of a 10?
7.5, maybe 8. I don't know. I was a little thrown from one part of it that we're going to talk about.
Of course, you're talking about the Moxley and Punk part, but we will get to that.
What's up, KB?
Say what?
Oh, no, I'm just shouting out KB.
Oh, yeah. KB. I actually gave it a 9.5.
Really?
Yes, I really thought it was a really good Dynamite segue episode into the road into All Out. The promos were great. The matches were great. Yes, the Moxley versus Punk match was a little strange, and we're going to get into it. But for the most part, starting off with the Garcia and Jericho promo, heading into Bryan Danielson coming out, because this is how it started, it was great. It was fire. I think Daniel Garcia not only has grown on me, because I did not like him at all when he first came to AEW. I'm not even going to lie. I was like, who the fuck is this? I'm like, why? Why the fuck are we wasting time on somebody else? Oh, shit. Real quick.
Okay, Reimer. Let me pull out a notepad for you. You got bars? Okay,
I got bars today. Happy birthday, Courtney.
Happy birthday, Meanie.
Just shout out to Courtney. Happy birthday, girl.
Mm-hmm.
A good 8. That, you know what? An 8 is good, KB. An 8 is good. Okay. We 7.5 is kind of low, but
I said 8.
You're entitled.
I said 7.5, probably 8. See, you heard what you wanted to.
I did. I did hear what I wanted to. I sure did. All right. So it started off with this promo. Clearly, the crowd wants Garcia to switch over into the Blackpool Combat Club, and that includes me. However, he had a little altercation with Jericho. And he walked out. He didn't help Jericho up. He didn't say anything. He just told them both, to Jericho and Bryan Danielson, leave me alone. So, what do you think?
See, love you too, Courtney. And and it's all right. So I'm not gonna lie. Maybe because I've seen it so many times, I expected a turn. like I expected not a turn on Jericho, but like that. Oh, it looked like he's about to turn, and then they jump Danielson or something like that.
Oh,
And I
okay.
was looking for it, didn't go there. And actually, what his explanation was, I was like, oh wait, I don't know why I didn't see this coming like that, because it was more
Mhm.
like I was kind of going more of the, oh, okay, I was in the heat of the moment, blah blah blah, and he's going, no, this was the moment I was waiting for, and you stole it from me. And I was going,
Yep.
maybe they're
Yep.
not going to do that. So
Yeah.
it was good. Daniel Garcia with the chops. I see he's coming along and it was good.
It was good.
When he
Yes, the
first came
acting.
in, yeah, when he first came in, stale as hell,
So
like
stupid.
boring, and going to Jericho helped him a lot, by just bringing his value up, bringing his ability to show off the personality.
Yep.
And now that you have that bit of personality that people can attach themselves to, now you can go to the Blackpool Combat Club, because it's like Willa Yuta. When he was
Oh
in
my
Best
God.
Friends, nobody
Yes.
cared about Willa Yuta in Best Friends, but
He was
now
nothing.
nothing. He was the fall guy for Best Friends. Now he's the freaking pure champion.
Yeah, it's so crazy because when he was in Best Friends, I was not interested in Wheeler Yuta at all. And if you ever watched BTE, which I have to admit I have not been watching it, I just have not been watching it. But when Wheeler Yuta was doing the BTE stuff with the Best Friends, he was always like the joke, the butt of the joke for any bit that they would do.
Mm-hmm.
So like Chris Statlander would always end up like putting him in a
Yeah.
headlock or a choke or something. So he was always the butt of everything. And nobody ever expected him to turn into anything. And when the feud between Wheeler Yuta and Moxley and the Blackpool Combat Club started, I was like, this ain't gonna go anywhere. However, I was so wrong because Wheeler Yuta and the Blackpool Combat Club is like night and day from Wheeler Yuta and Best Friends. He's like two different people. And I think that this what it did to his whole career was amazing. So Daniel Garcia is already getting up there thanks to Jericho. Yes, 1000%. Anybody who works with Jericho, if he's interested in you, he is going to help you build yourself up. He's going to help you with your promos and everything. Him going to the Blackpool Combat Club now, right timing.
Oh
That to
yeah.
me, it has to happen. I think
I
the
would love to
Jericho.
see. I would love to see Willa Yuta and Garcia, since they already had their little feud, get together and be ROH Tag Team Champions or something.
Oh, that would be cool. That would be cool. That would be really, really,
And
really
if they
cool.
get big enough, AEW down, because they both young guys. So I mean, they don't need it. They don't need no AEW Tag Team Championship, even though they would be nowhere close to it right now anyway.
No,
But throw them in that ROH, yeah, I can
I
see
think
that.
that could work. That could really work because I mean you got to make ROH worth something at this point. So if you have the right people in there, that company is gonna, I feel, keep growing.
Is
But
that just my opinion, or I mean, does it? I wonder if anybody else thinks this, but I feel like Best Friends is dying.
I feel it. I feel it. I don't think that they are as individual wrestlers. I think
No,
Chuck
I
E.
mean
Cheese.
value. No, I mean value.
Oh, their value, yes, because they haven't really been in anything that's important lately.
I mean,
And
but even in their most like what's the name, like Trent, even when he was doing the whole Rapungi thing, it was not
no,
hitting.
I wasn't feeling that at all. I did not like that. I don't like that
No,
name
I
either.
don't either. It sounds stupid.
It's so
And the
stupid.
interest music is annoying as hell.
Yeah. I wasn't feeling it. I'm glad I haven't seen any more of that in a very long time. But yeah, when Trent came back, he didn't really come back as one of the best friends. Like he felt different. So I don't know what's happening there.
He feels
Um,
more like Frankie Kazarian.
maybe
I mean, type, not
type, yeah, not the
yeah.
skills. Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you meant. Um, Orange Cassidy, of course, had continued doing his thing. Like he never stopped. But like Chucky T disappeared for a while. Like it's just been really weird with best friends. They lost Yuta, they lost Statlander because Statlander went into best friends, and then she kind of slipped out of it, and there was no
Because she
mention.
knew. She knew being attached to them was not going to get her anywhere.
And the crazy thing was that being in best friends was originally her idea. It worked at first. It did.
Yeah, but did you hear what she had said? But afterwards?
Yeah, they don't take her seriously.
Yeah, they were like, nobody takes me seriously. I'm not going to get anywhere. I got to separate.
Yeah. So she moved on. She moved on and got injured. And oh my God, I'm dying inside a little bit since both my girls are now out. We'll get to that. Anyway, first match of the night. Jay Lethal versus Dax Harwood. This was the match with the chops from hell. I was at the point where every time Jay Lethal would get chopped again, I would literally go, ooh, no, stop. And we were talking, Tone and I, about how we can see chunks of meat flying all over the place. It was brutal. Great match, though. Of course, Jay Lethal won with a roll-up pin, but by holding Dax Harwood's trunks so he couldn't get out of it.
All right, so wait. I was thinking this the entire time I was watching this match. I know FTR is FTR.
Yes.
I would love to see Dax and Jay Lethal be a tag team. They look like the same person, just one black and one white. They got the same body build, the same hairstyle, almost the same mustache.
The same hairstyle because they don't got no hair.
Yeah, no hair. They wrestle the exact same almost.
Well, I think,
or at least a trio with
a trios I would be good with, but in reality, Dax and Cash are really more physically alike than any other two wrestlers I've ever seen in my life.
They look like twins, just from different parts of the world.
Now I'm gonna have to look at them more closely because I've always said that if you take Dax Harwood and you take Cash Wheeler and you put them together from the back and you just don't, you put hats on them so nobody knows who has hair and who doesn't, you're not gonna be able to tell who's who because they both are like the same height, same skin tone, same build, same weight. They wrestle exactly the same moves. It's insane. Those two really are completely.
No, they're perfect together. I'm just saying, I was just imagining, but I would like to see a trios with them three. Like them three look like that would be perfect.
A trios would work. But they're in a trios with Wardlow, so that's not gonna happen.
But they're not going to be in it with that much longer.
Well, we'll see. I mean, maybe it's just
certain. Oh yeah, see, they're double dutching on each other. Like but no, it's like there's certain people that were meant to stand by themselves. That's Orange Cassidy. That's Wardlow. I think the big tall 7-foot dude.
Oh, Singh.
Singh is good with Sanjay being his little talking piece. But yeah, like I see a lot of these people being separated.
I mean, it's gonna happen. They are they were in breakup faction mode not too long ago. So all the factions were breaking up. But I mean it's still on.
Last title match?
Wasn't it against Jay Lethal?
When was that?
2 weeks ago.
Okay, yeah, like that TNT title needs to get defended a little bit more.
It needs a little more defense, and I'm really hoping that he defends it at All Out because then it wouldn't make any sense to me. Like, why is he holding this belt for nothing?
Yeah, because I mean, like the purpose of the main championship is to fight it at big pay-per-views. The meaning of the TNT title is to do it on weekly television.
Right.
So why aren't we seeing it on weekly television?
Well, right, because everybody that's held the TNT title has been a worker. Like they have been a high defense with their belt. Like you see matches.
Cody, Brody,
right.
Who else had it? No, actually, it was I think they were the only two really. No, Miro. Sorry, Miro.
Yeah, Miro.
Like they were
Darby.
Darby. Yeah, they were defending it like every other week at least.
Yes, they were. And well, talking about Wardlow, they're gonna be in.
It's not his fault. It's just they didn't book him to defend him more.
It's very true. It's very true. Like how you're booked can totally ruin your title reign, aka Thunder. But
Well,
now we're
he's
getting
not
a
injured.
yes, but we'll talk about her title match too, because that's actually the next thing that happened. Um, but we're getting the trios match because they are in the trios. Jay Lethal, he's joining Motor
Motor
City,
City, Motor City Machine Guns.
Motor City Machine Guns. My Latin tongue ain't working. Motor City Machine Guns, and I've never heard of these guys before, so I hope they're good. Going up
Yeah,
against,
no, they're really good.
are they? Okay, good. Against the pinnacle, whatever has survived of it, which is Wardlow and FTR. So obviously, to me, it's gonna be FTR and Wardlow moving on, but I could be wrong because I was wrong about a lot of things that happened yesterday. So,
Yeah,
hmm?
yeah. No, I was agreeing.
You agree? You agree? Thunder came out and dropped a very sad promo. She was in tears. Apparently, she is injured. Um, and now there's going to be an interim title, like there was for the men's. And it's going to be decided at All Out in a four-way match against. It's going to be Baker, Hayter, Sheeta, and Storm, and that is insane. First of all, that you're putting like all that amazing talent in one ring together. I'm excited. I'm not happy that Thunder is injured. And the reason why I'm saying it like that is because of the talks that were going on social media. Um, I
Oh,
always say that people never really know anything unless you know something, but everybody can speculate, people can speculate or whatever. So I'm just going to go with what I've heard. And I hope
which
she gets
was?
better soon.
What was the talks?
The talks were that she's either really injured. Supposedly, she has a slip disc in her back and
Mm-hmm.
got injured at a dark match before Dynamite.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but the other stuff that people are saying is that it's a lie and that there's something else going on and they're trying to cover it up. So all this talk was on social media all over the timeline today. And I posted on certain posts because, I always think people jump on bandwagons and shit like that. But hey,
I'm gonna say this. I think it is a lie. Here's the reason why. When First of all, I've known people that had slip discs. I sound like I said
did
something
you, hey,
wrong.
did you just say
No, I didn't. No, I didn't.
slip
No, I
dick?
didn't. I hiccuped on my water when I said it. Pause.
We are
Pause.
not
Okay.
rated PG in this show.
Yeah. But it didn't sound. But it didn't sound right. Anyway. But I've known people that had slip discs.
This.
We're gonna make sure we're gonna put the extra on that one. And
Oh my god.
like they could not move, let alone stand up. Okay. When the screen came on, she was already like tears bawling.
Yeah.
I was like, something sounds like somebody. She looked like somebody died or something. And so this can't be. Shut up, Tone. My African American speech was not quite adequate right now, and so I'm not gonna say tongue because that sounds like a setup. And so
you setting yourself up. You setting yourself up.
no. You said Latin American tongue. I can't say that. So I can't say that. Not after this mess up. Not after this fuck up. No. See, that's just me rolling down the fucking hill. No.
Oh no.
So we're gonna get it together. But it looked like something really happened in her life where she had to stop. So I don't think that she's injured. I think that she got to go handle some family business. That seems very emotional
And private.
So in private. So hey, it's cool. Write her off with the injury. Let her come back. And I actually prefer the intermediate champion, because that allows the champion that left, that didn't lose, to get a shot to regain what they, what they left
Yes,
behind.
agreed. I also think that she should have done it in ring. The title, the same way that Punk did it. But you know how it is with the women's belts, and of course, I am not defending that at all because I am a woman. So,
But they could have recorded that before the show even started, and she could have
yeah,
dipped.
she could have, or they could have just brought her to to right in front of where the tunnels were. She didn't have to come right into the ring, but it would have been nice to give her the moment. The
I'm
thing
saying,
that
like, she might have had to leave, like, right then and there, so they cut that
oh,
joint and she dipped. Yeah.
it's possible. It's possible. My problem with the people on social media, and of course everybody's entitled to their own opinion,
No,
is
not.
that
Some people should have
immediately,
opinions. Some people should not have opinions.
I mean, but you're all entitled, right? But a lot of people immediately started saying, "Oh, this is she's having problems," and then they started mentioning like Ibelise
Oh
and
Lord.
like people don't know how to let shit go. Like, let it go for goodness sakes.
Let it
You
go.
don't
You
use
talk about
Ibelise.
this. You talk about people that'll bring up stuff from 40 years ago. Like, no, they don't. It's funny how most people online, or if not 90% of them, they got so many skeletons in their closet that nobody knows about, but
Yeah,
they'll harp on somebody else's. It's
yeah.
like, would you really want to be in that position? Like, would you really, if one of your skeletons accidentally tripped out of the closet, like,
Yes.
would you?
Like,
Would you?
boom, bitch, I'm here.
Yeah,
Now
then we going,
what?
oh, look at you. Oh, no, it happened. No, please. Oh, shut up.
The
Like,
thing is that they live in front of everybody, so they don't get to do any of their shit in private. So, people in social media, they live behind their phones or their computers and they're safe.
I
You
will
know?
never understand somebody looking at a celebrity and they're going, boom, boom, boom. Celebrity walks across the street too fast. Like, yo, shut up. Like, really? Is this what we concentrating on?
You know how it is. You know how it is. Dominican Lou, I need to start that TikTok. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I do love Twitter though. Because even though you get a lot of negativity, I agree. I have so many like amazing people that I follow, including
Not me.
Lou and Sunny.
Not on TikTok.
Not on TikTok. I'm talking about on Twitter. On Twitter, that I really like. So I would never leave Twitter. I got a really good following on Twitter, but I am thinking of joining TikTok. Anyway, moving on. The Guns. So Billy Gunn went to Tony Khan and said, "You ain't gonna put my sons over. I'm gonna put them over. I'm gonna have them whoop my ass and get over." I'm joking. I don't know if that's what happened, but I think Billy Gunn has enough weight to throw around, and I think that he's one of the people that Tony Khan really liked. So Billy Gunn took on his son Colton Gunn, which I call his mini me because that guy looks just like his dad. He won. Colton Gunn won. Of course, he gave his dad a low blow, and the Acclaim came to rescue Daddy Ass, and then Swerve and Keith Lee showed up, and this led to an Acclaim versus Swerve in Our Glory at All Out. Of course, they had like a little promo backstage later on where the Acclaimed was like, "Thanks for helping us, but we don't need your help. We're on top. We're the originators from AEW, and we're gonna teach you that, and All Out, we're gonna take those belts." And and Swerve and Keith Lee were just like, well, "Okay."
I like what Swerve said at the end of that. He was like, everybody loves the Acclaim. Not anymore. Like, man, but
like right on cue.
Yeah, right on cue. But it was just like at first when they paired the Acclaim with the Gun Club, I was like, Then when it came together, I was like, this works.
Yes.
Then I felt like they broke it up too fast because they had already gained that momentum and the whole daddy ass joint. And I was like, no, don't take like that's merchandise you're throwing out the window now. Like, yo, that whole like the way I would see the crowds react to Scissor Me Daddy Ass and the whole drum would blow up. And still do. That's why I knew that, once they did the turn, and then once I saw them jump him, I said, oh, they realized what they did. They're gonna put, Billy back with them, but also getting the Guns out away from Acclaim, who were already popular.
Very true.
And they weren't. This now gives them the momentum to be bigger heels
Yeah.
because they would have been overshadowed in, in that group.
Yeah, they would have been overshadowed, and the Acclaimed are clearly a more serious tag team, and the Gun Club always comes off like the jokesters, but they're actually really, really good, which is what a lot of people don't understand. And I guess this is the time that they're going to take to show people we're more than just jokesters, or at least that's what I'm thinking. Or it can just die here. We don't know. Because you know how they do some storylines, and once the storyline's done, it's over. They don't do anything else with those people. But I think the whole point of this was to lead into the all-out matchup between Swerve and Our Glory and the Acclaimed. And I believe that Swerve and Our Glory are going to retain. So, but I think it's going to be an excellent match, to be honest. What do you think? Do you think that match is going to be good? Did you freeze? Did we freeze? Ah, shit. I'm still live? We lost Sunny. We have lost Sunny. It's all good. We're going to keep it going until Sunny finds his way back in. Miss Cleo is you better stop, Lou. That's okay. We're going to keep going. Let's talk about Baker versus Kylan King. So Kylan King, when she first started, she was really, 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 really not like for me. I didn't think she was great. I thought, she needed some help. And sure enough, 2 years later, Kylan King has surprised everybody, has completely improved. And now she's on Dynamite taking on a former AEW champion, Miss Britt Baker, or excuse me, Dr. Britt Baker, DMD. And she obviously was going to lose. I don't think anybody watching this yesterday thought, oh, Kylan is so going to get a win on Baker. Come on now. We all know that wasn't happening. But she won with the lockjaw submission. And I'm not surprised that's how she won. But it was a great match through and through. A good Dynamite women's match. I still think that there should be more women's matches on Dynamite too, at least, or at most. But we'll get there. But anyway, this led to Baker throwing a low blow because she did get on the mic after the match. And she was talking about Thunder, basically telling Thunder, you're leaving because you have an injury, but yet I fought my entire championship with a broken wrist. Low blow. But then it leads to the whole revelation that we're getting a 4-way at All Out pay-per-view for the Women's Interim Championship between Britt Baker, Toni Storm, Hikaru Shida, and of course, Jamie Hayter. So that was that. Kind of sad we lost Sunny because I know we wanted to talk about the Mox and Punk match, but he is not here. But we're going to get into it. If he comes in, I'll jump back into that conversation. But yes, I agree. Britt does want all the smoke. Absolutely. Hey, Terrell, what is up? He thinks that Thunder needs to vacate the belt. You know what? I was actually very shocked that Moxley won. And we're talking about that match now. It was Moxley versus Punk. This was to unify the AEW Men's Championships. And turns out that Moxley ended up winning. How did that happen? I mean, I wanted Moxley to win. 1,000%. I wanted Moxley to win. He did, but I don't think anybody thinks that this is the end of Moxley versus Punk. I feel like this story is going to keep going until Punk has the belt. And of course, I do think we're going to get a heel Punk. Absolutely, 1,000% is happening. I do think that Punk's injury when he left the ring was a work. that match was super duper short. It can be considered a squash match, which is a really weird thing to do to CM Punk, but I was all for it. I wish it would have not been a squash match, though. I would have liked that they would have gone at least 10 minutes, but we got about a minute, maybe two. It's all good. I'm very happy that Moxley has it. Where they go from here, I do not know. I have no clue. I agree. I agree. Thunder Rosa was given 10 seconds to let people know that she wasn't going to be around, that she wasn't going to be defending her belt, that she was injured, that she was leaving. So I agree. They should have definitely given her more time. You know, it's up to the company too to make the women's belts more like mean more valuable, because if you're in charge of the time that you're giving your wrestlers for their promos, and you're giving 10 different men promo time and they got at least 3 to 5 minutes to get their promos out, but then you bring the women's champion out and she's about to be out for a while, and you don't even give her the appropriate time to say what's going on or platform it, it kind of sucks. But you know, it is what it is. We're about to get Sonny back. He's still connecting. We'll jump right back into the Moxley match because I know he had something to say. Hey, hi, buddy. What happened?
I was called by the gods.
we were like, what the fuck? Oh, you had a power outage?
Yeah. Like the whole tower, everything went gone. I was like, as soon as that joint hit, I picked up my phone, it texted you, and it just said, connecting. I said, oh no, that's crazy.
That's kind of
that
funny.
Has never happened to me before.
That
you see what
is
you did,
kind of
Squish? You
funny.
see what you did? You see what you did to me?
I didn't do it. It wasn't me. It wasn't me.
The gods called me away.
The gods called you away. So why don't you tell people what you thought about the Moxley versus Punk match? Because I literally just covered that whole match, and I really wanted to hear your thoughts because we were going to talk about it. So
oh yeah. So that whole thing just threw me off. But but yeah, no, the match was. I'm trying to figure out what. Oh, you can hear me, right?
Yeah, I can hear you. I'm just I'm just tweeting out the link so that someone can join.
Yeah. So I was looking at this match and going, are they either writing him off?
Ooh.
Are they setting something up, like they're doing this angle that his foot is still broken, and that's how they're gonna, like, it just, to me, the reason why it was almost so like confused. The air got taken out of the room. Yeah, like it was like the air got taken out of the room, because it was like, wait, what? Like, I saw the first Death Rider. Yeah, I saw the first Death Rider. I go, okay, and tries to pin him. He kicks out. Maybe this is some whatever. Picks him up. Second Death Rider. I said, oh no, this is over. Wait a minute, what's going on? Like, and but I saw the way he picked him up and the way he stumbled off his foot when he picked him up. I was like, oh, is he really hurt? So I don't know.
I don't think so. That's what I was saying, that I think it's a work. I think his injury was a work, and I'll tell you why. Because after Punk did that kick, the leg that he swung on, not the one he kicked with, but the one he swung on, is the one that he injured, and that's the one that he had surgery on, and he fell down. He was holding it, right? But then Moxley, not 2 seconds later, was twisting it up. And I'm like, you know what? If that foot that was surgically repaired, you know, CM Punk's foot, had just been re-injured right then and there, I really highly doubt then Moxley would have twisted it up that way. So I do believe that this is a work, and Punk is just really fucking amazing at selling those types of things.
Selling.
Oh, look. We've been married too long. Look at this. Same idea. He's just really good.
Mm-hmm.
He's just really, really, good.
That's what I was saying. I was like, this has to be like one of his best acting performances. Yeah, because I was just like, but the thing that was killing me though was everybody online going, "Oh, there's a squash match." No, y'all obviously don't know what a squash match is. A squash match is when the dude gets no offense. Like, no offense. You get killed.
I said it could have been considered a squash match if you consider the time, the amount of time that it was. It was so fucking short. But yes, CM Punk did get like a few hits off of Moxley. But Moxley destroyed him. So it didn't make any sense to beat him that way. I don't know. Except
I wouldn't say destroyed.
Punk's gonna turn heel.
I wouldn't say destroyed because
I mean, what did CM Punk get? One kick and like 3 or 4 forearm hits, and that's it.
Yeah, but he just hit him with 2 Death Riders and ended it. So I mean, that wasn't destroyed. That was just you got taken advantage.
He killed him. He killed him. CM Punk was taken out by 5 people.
But still, like a squash is when, a squash match is when you get killed. I mean, killed. Like, you didn't get no offense. They just beat your ass from top to bottom. Like, anybody that's played Madden, you know what 21 skunk is. You hit 21 on them, game over. It don't matter how much time left. You could be in the first quarter, you get 21 and you ain't scored, it's over.
All right. Moving on, because we had a night of promos. Christian Cage accepted Jungle Boy's All Out Challenge, so that's happening. Anything you want to say about that? I'm kind of like, don't really care.
Yeah.
I really don't care about the Christian Cage and Jungle Boy feud. I'm over it, to be honest.
I mean,
I really wasn't into
great
it.
Promos. I feel like this. Yeah, I feel like this was really just a way to bring Jungle Boy's promo skills up to par. So, Christian's like, okay, look, we're going to bounce, we're going to feud, and we're going to bring your promo game up. Yeah. I think that's what this was. I don't think it was meant to be no big time feud.
Yeah, I mean, but it is a long feud, and I feel like it's not taking the place of MJF's heel, but it's kind of like, I guess, filling a void. So that's probably why it went longer than it probably was initially planned to go. I don't know. I'm just guessing. I agree. It does feel like it's been going on for 3 years. I'm over it. I agree. We're all done here. We're all done. So let's move on to the promo that I really did enjoy, which was the Ricky Starks promo. Ricky Absolute Starks dropping excellent promos, letting Hobbs know that he felt betrayed. And he called him out and said, I want to see you at All Out. So I think Ricky Starks is one of the best promo droppers, and his vignettes are hilariously good.
Honestly, I mean, the funny thing is, and other people could feel differently. Since MJF has been gone, I haven't cared. I haven't cared about MJF being gone, because like when you get promos like the promos we was getting from Christian, that we was getting from Ricky Starks and in Moxley, like, yeah, he cuts great heel promos, sure, but there's other people that can take that place really quickly.
That's very true. That is very, very true. You're at a crossroads where there are other people that are coming up or that are already there that are just as good or even better and now have more time to shine because you're not there. And while you're not there, you're not on the roster, you're not on the merch, you're not on social media, you're just forgotten.
But you know what, though? I think he thought that when he left, they'd feel it and they'd go, see, this is why you need to give me my demands and whatever I wanted, blah blah blah. Because me going away brings everything down.
And it didn't work that way.
Like you got, because here's the thing. MJF works best as a heel. He's not gonna be a big over babyface ever. He might
I
be,
don't think so.
he might be a good guy for like 2 seconds, but it'll never get over like him being a heel. You have people like Ricky Starks who can play both sides.
That's
You know what I'm
right.
saying?
And he
So,
has
and
successfully.
he has. Yes. So it's like when you have people like a Daniel Bryan, like a Moxley, like all these people that can switch between heel and face like effortlessly. Dude, you're one dimensional at this point, and it's showing.
And it sucks because he was growing and his star was going up and he just killed his momentum. So, it's like I tell people, everything's not a work. And I honestly believe that MJF's thing was not a work. And I do believe that he is gone. And I think Tony Khan is shelving him because MJF's merch used to really sell. And if you're a businessman, you don't take down someone from your merch store if they're making you a lot of money. So the fact that that happened, if he would have just been removed from the roster, I would have been like, oh, it's just the roster. This is a fucking amazing work. But when he got taken off of the merch site, I was like, oh, Tony Khan doesn't even want the money that he's going to be getting for his merch. So I really don't.
I
I
mean,
think
but I understand that though. When you, all right, so it's one thing to piss off a boss or whatever, but if you're still making a significant amount of money, like John Cena could have pissed off Vince McMahon all day long. He's not getting rid of that money. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, man. Like,
that's what
all
I
right,
mean.
you can sit at home, you can get away from me for a minute. Your merch is still selling because it's making me a whole lot of money.
But
If
that's
MJF,
what I mean.
yeah, if MJF is not selling like that, like he think he is, Tony Khan was just like, all right, take that off. No matter.
I'm pretty sure he was selling. I'm pretty sure MJF's merch was selling. But
No,
I
I'm talking
feel
about
like
because wait, how long did it take for him to take it down?
like 24 hours.
Oh yeah, Tony ain't playing that shit.
Yeah, like
Tony
the next day,
Tony
I
ain't-
believe he was off the
Tony ain't
roster, off the merch, and WB or whoever is in control or owns TNT, TBS, they were like, you got to take him off of all the promotional stuff. Like they wanted him gone. They wanted him
Oh wait,
scrapped.
that was more TNT than Tony.
I'm pretty sure Tony didn't like being called a fucking mark on
No,
television.
I'm pretty sure he didn't like that, but TNT is the one that's really in charge. If they said get rid of him, it's get rid of him.
Yeah, so I don't know. His contract expires in 2024. If he gets shelved till then, that's crazy. I think MJF is in his basement drinking right now. But that's just perfect. And that leads us to the main event, which was to
Okay,
me.
Mark Henry. It's time for the main event.
So this main event got like a 20 out of 10 for me. I was super excited going into it, knowing that this match was happening. I became an instant fan of Will Ospreay and United Empire Aussie Open, call them whatever you want. I am a huge fan, like overnight fan. Only had to see him once in the ring and I became a fan. And of course, I love Death Triangle. Come on now, let's be real. Y'all know how I feel about Death Triangle. I did think that Death Triangle was gonna win, but while Pac was outside of the ring, something great did happen. Kip Sabian came back, but he has an ongoing feud with Pac, and it's for the title, so the Mid-Atlantic title. So he took Pac out, which kind of handicapped the Lucha Bros, and Aussie Open took advantage of that, and they won. The end. But yo, this fucking match was, to me, like one of the best trio matches I've ever seen. It was so good, and Will Ospreay is fucking ridiculous.
Hmm.
That
I
dude.
mean, yeah. Oh no, I watched him all through New Japan. That dude is amazing. Um, it's just like I did think the Death Triangle was gonna win, but when they lost, I was like, oh, they must be doing something else with them. I mean,
Yeah,
because I do know that Kip Sabian and him are beefing, but I
it's gonna
didn't
be
think it was gonna. Yeah, but I didn't think it was gonna be enough to throw them out of the trios thing, tournament. But Kip Sabian, I'm very interested about this guy now because I
yeah.
could not stand the super bad crap. Like I was just like, it's so generic, and this feels more original, and like he looks like
Yeah.
a mad scientist or something like that. Like,
He looks amazing. Like I've been watching him through social media, so I know that he's been changing his physique. I know he has a lot more muscle weight, and of course his hair color changed, everything. I love this new Kip Sabian. He wrestles with pants now, not mantees. Y'all already know. I know women, like there's a lot of women that love to see men in mantees wrestling. I'm not one of those women. I like to see them in either boy shorts or pants. You know what I mean? Or that thing that Wardlow wears. I always forget what that thing is called. I don't like seeing men like trunks going up their ass. Like it's just not for Maddie. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I like a more masculine look. You know what I mean? So I'm very
hey,
excited.
look, I like punk with pants.
Thank you. I'm very excited to see what Kip Sabian versus Pac's match is going to be like, and I think it's going to happen at All Out. I think that we're going to get a Mid-Atlantic title defense there, and that shit was going to be is going to be amazing.
You know what though? So I'm wondering if he's going to be with Penelope Ford still or not,
I
because
don't know.
she's still doing the little super bad girl thing, but it would be
That's not
honestly, it would be more beneficial to her because Kip seems like he's having the more momentum. Yo, you better change that gimmick and match him up. You better.
I do not believe that they need to match her gimmick, his gimmick to hers. If they're gonna cross anybody over, it should be, as you said, it should be her picking up his gimmick, because I don't
Yeah,
ever want to see him as a super bad again. He is,
no.
well, the way he came out yesterday, you got to take him seriously now, and that is the kind of like what I wanted to see in Kip Sabian's return. I would love to see him and Miro square off again. Like
Yeah, because
we have history.
yeah, like him and because when he first came out, he was doing the whole super bad. He was literally on the level of Serpentico.
Yeah, I did not like it. I did not like it, and I did not feel him at all. And I tell you, watching him on the indies, like little bits and pieces, I haven't been able to watch like full matches. Like he's different. So I'm really, really hoping that this match happens at All Out. All Out is looking to be a very exciting pay-per-view. So
It's all of their pay per views are very exciting, but that's the
yeah,
great thing about it being only 4 pay-per-views. Like you really get like ready for them pay-per-views.
yeah,
Like
you really do. And now next week, because the United Empire won, we're gonna get the Elite, which is Omega and the Young Bucks versus United Empire, and whoever wins from there will be against whatever trios team wins on the other side at All Out. I am
I'm gonna tell
honestly
you this. I'm gonna tell you
gonna be
this.
the Elite.
If none of you have ever seen a Kenny Omega Will Osprey match,
I've never. I'm in for a treat.
oh yes,
Yeah.
you thought this shit was good.
Ooh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I think Will Osprey. Y'all don't understand. Like I have wrestlers that grow on me, but I have wrestlers that are so fucking good that to me they instantly like become favorites, and that's how Will Osprey came off to me. I never thought that, bruv, bruv. We'll talk about the promo that happened offline after Dynamite went off, but I never thought that I would be interested in Will Osprey. I had never seen him wrestle, but I had heard so much chatter about him on social media, and it was either people really hated him or people really loved him. And I'm like, well, which one is it? Well, when I saw him, I was like, whoa, I love this guy. So he is on my top tier.
Yeah,
And
he's top there.
it's tough to get on my top tier. So for you, so I was, I really enjoyed yesterday's match. And next week, I'm just like, wow, we're going to get another fire trios match next week. It's going to be great.
Did we talk about the Britt Baker?
I talked about it while you were gone, but tell me, what
It
did
was
you
that.
think?
It was that quick.
It was that quick.
My first question goes: how do you feel about Caitlyn King or Caitlyn King?
So Kylan King, I was saying when she first came out a couple of years ago that I saw her for the first time, I was not feeling her. I didn't think she was good. I thought she was sloppy. She was clearly green. Needed a lot of help with everything. Her character, she looked a little shy in the ring, like, uncomfortable. Yesterday though, and I felt this way a couple of matches ago, like this year I saw her wrestle on the indies. I was just impressed. I think that Kylan King has grown. I think that it shows that she's been working on her craft. Does she have a ways to go? She has a way to go, but she is so much better than she used to be, and I like her now. So I definitely want to see more of her. So I was actually pretty excited to see Baker versus Kylan King. I didn't.
They need to sign that girl because
Yes.
there's not a lot of bigger girls in there. Like, I mean, yeah, you got Nyland Catlander who's now out, but Stan is
Yeah.
only about 5'9", 5'10".
Yeah.
This girl
That
is
one is
6
just
feet.
strong. Yeah.
Yeah, this girl is 6 feet. Like, there's a lot you can do with her, and she's great in the ring now, or
She
better,
is
a lot
great.
better. So, and then on top of that, I'm not even gonna lie, Britt Baker is starting to bore me.
I'm good. Hey, Kofi. Kofi's in the house. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. So, Britt Baker's starting to bore you. So I like Britt Baker a lot, and I don't get bored by Britt Baker simply because I remember everything she did when the women's division wasn't really even like a
Oh, she
women's
giving the pity
division.
vote.
No, absolutely not. Let me finish. No pity. No pity. There's no pity. There's no pity. Okay. So she kept the division going from a wheelchair. She then had a successful run for the belts. She then had a successful belt run. And even
Wait, now did she keep the
this,
division going, or did Sheeta keep the division going? Because
she
it felt
kept
like Sheeta.
no, Sheeta did not keep the division going because
In the ring, yeah, she did.
Sheeta did not have enough title defenses, and Sheeta did not drop promos. Britt Baker was on the mic and in front of your face and doing something every time you turned around. So if I know it might not be memorable to some people, but she really was the reason I feel that the women's division kept going. And Big Swole's not in AEW anymore, but her feud with Big Swole while she was in the wheelchair, that shit was great. I don't know about anybody else, but I loved it. Those little feuds they had. At one point, Big Swole threw Britt Baker in a garbage. Like, it was hilarious. Like, I feel like it was innovative and absolutely kept it going. Like, you have to give them props where it's due, because I really feel like Sheeta did not carry her belt the way that she should have, simply because she could not drop promos. And I was always saying Sheeta should be allowed to drop her promos in Japanese, because she's an actress in Japan. Like, she can act. So let her do her promos in Japanese the same way that Penta does his in Spanish, and get somebody to translate, some fire person to translate for her.
She can talk in English perfectly fine. I can understand.
But she was always like embarrassed, which is why she wouldn't drop any promos. And she's still getting better at her English. Now, if Sheeta were to get the interim title, which is who I think is going to get it, I don't think it's going to Toni Storm. Because I think they wanted Toni Storm to be the actual champion, not the interim. So I do believe that Sheeta is the one that's going to take it. She could drop some promos now. But yeah, I think Britt Baker's run was pretty solid. And,
hers was solid up until the end. But up until the end, it got really stale. And I think that they did a real disservice to Big Swole. Like, and that's including the fans, man. Because you know how many times people was always saying, "Oh, she's terrible in the ring. She's sloppy." This and that. Was like, are you kidding me? Are you not watching Penelope Ford fuck up a handspring every time?
Thank you.
I was like, wait, there's plenty of other women that are greener and worse than Big Swole, but for some reason, the audience, and I'm not going to say what side of the audience we talking about, but we all know, was having an issue with Swole being in a prominent position.
Somebody is dropping hints.
Somebody that has a problem with Black History Month.
Well, and you know what? It happens really frequently. Unfortunately, those things are still taking place.
Just like the House of, what's the name? The dude from House of the Dragons. He's getting a bunch of backlash for being in that show.
Oh, really?
People are mad that he's in the show, a black man in a prominent position. Ain't that something?
People never want to see you succeed.
Never.
God damn. All right. After the main event and after Dynamite went off, Omega and Will Ospreay actually dropped a fire promo on each other. Where Omega told Ospreay, he told Ospreay a lot of shit, and Ospreay told Omega a lot of stuff. But the two things that stuck out to me the most was when Omega told Ospreay he shouldn't have given Ospreay his shoes to fill in New Japan because he's still in diapers. Clearly, he's still in diapers. And Ospreay started his promo by saying that he didn't know that Omega was such a puss. So that was a fire promo, clearly leading into the trios match that we're getting next week, but also probably teasing a future Will Ospreay versus Kenny Omega match at AEW, which I would love to see. So
dang, I didn't catch the following, Joe, but I didn't know he called him the cookie cat. That's wild.
Yeah, so if for anybody who hasn't seen it, if you head to YouTube, you just type in Omega Ospreay and it'll come up, and watch it. It's about 6 minutes. It's excellent. They, of course, have to be held back by the guards and stuff like that. And it gives you something to lead you into next week. But I don't think we needed anything because I think people were just excited knowing that we were getting what we're getting.
I should make a thumbnail. See, now that I saw like Ospreay in the ring when he was doing this at the end before the whole thing went off, I'm gonna just put a thing underneath that says, "Come on, cootie cat."
Cootie cat. He's so stupid. You stupid. Well, guess what? Guess what time it is?
Yeah, I see. All right, so let's see what else I can burn down.
So for those who don't know, this is the moment of my show where we have finished talking about our wrestling recap, and I ask my guests some random would you rather questions. Sometimes they're a little weird, sometimes they're a little ratchet, and sometimes they're pretty easy to answer. So let's see what load of questions you got yourself into this time, right?
And hopefully the guys don't call me back.
Hopefully the gods do not call you back because I do want to hear some of these answers. Ready? Here we go. No heel tonight. Are you talking about Courtney? She was in the room, but I don't know what happened. And again, happy birthday to Courtney. So Sonny, would you rather talk like Yoda or breathe like Darth Vader?
Yo, I'm talking about Yoda. Yo,
like Yoda,
can I have some?
Everything backwards. Got it. All right.
May I have? Yes.
Like Yoda, you will speak. All right. So, would you rather live forever with an eyelash in your eye or a piece of spinach in your teeth?
A piece of spinach in my teeth. The eyelash in my eye is going to be annoying.
You know,
I
I
would
thought
be
about
sitting up here doing this all day. Like, that's,
You're gonna look like that person. What's he on?
Nah, man. Let me give me the spinach, man. I just be smiling away. You just be seeing this thing just hang down.
It's never going away. That shit is permanently there.
Mm-hmm. See, I was about to say something very sexual, what a woman could do with the spinach, but
oh, you nasty. Once again, people, our show is rated R for mature adults.
Yep, suck on the spinach.
Suck on the spinach.
Popeye got his strength from it. Girl, you know you want this vitamin E.
Oh no.
And then it could be accompanied by the vitamin D.
Oh God. Here we go. Dick talker, right? Dick talk. All right. Would you rather have no knees or no elbows?
Wait, what? No knees and no elbows. So one way I'm gonna be in a wheelchair, or the other one, my arms is just gonna be flopping around like this.
You're gonna be like this, or your feet, your calves gonna be attached to your hip bone.
You're telling me I'm gonna be an Oompa Loompa? Really? I'm a munchkin from the Wizard of Oz?
You have to pick which one.
Oh no. That's crazy, man.
I got to tweet about this one.
Oh Lord. Okay, fine. We are the Lollipop Kids. The Lollipop Kids. The Lollipop Kids. Okay, so I'm gonna have to say no knees. I'd rather be in a wheelchair and be able to use my arms, man, because if I can't use my arms, I can't play games. I can't change the channel.
You can still use your hands and you can still walk, but you're gonna walk like this. You're gonna waddle because you can't bend your legs.
No, I'm gonna be in a wheelchair. You're gonna push my ass. Look, hold on. You are not gonna turn me into the face emoji. No, I'm not doing that. No, you can push me in a wheelchair. I can at least play some games. I can change the channel. I can drive. If I ain't got no damn knees, man, what the? I'll be walking like Gumby. Like, no.
Okay. So you're just gonna be sliding like Gumby. So which one was it? No knees or no elbows?
No knees. I'll take no knees.
Here we go.
Because I can't do the other one. Look, Ma, no hands. No, I can't do that. No. Can't.
My sister thinks that was a bad question. All right, here we go. Would you rather be able to read everyone's mind without being able to ever turn it off, or forget everything important about each person who is close to you?
Read everybody's mind.
Okay.
I'd be a billionaire.
Okay.
I would just walk up to, hey, hi, Bill Gates. You working on that new patent? Yeah, we can't talk about this. So the patent goes like this. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
You steal everybody's patents.
On everything. Oh, hey, what's the code of that combination? I can't tell you that. 36, 42.
Because they already got it in their head. Okay. You can be a master criminal. Now we all know. Sonny.
Oh, look, every time somebody asks you, hey, what would you rather do? Fly or be invisible? Invisible. I'm going to everybody's bank and robbing you. What are you talking about? Like,
I did say that too, that I was going to the banks and taking advantage.
Like,
don't give me invisibility.
I want invisibility. I'm doing all types of fuck shit.
People be like, how this money walking out by itself? You see the money in the air. All right. You got two more. Here we go. You ready? Would you rather be slapped in the face every time you sneeze, or have your hair pulled every time you have an itch?
Have my hair pulled, because every time I get itchy anyway, I kind of do this anyway, and my hair gets pulled anyway, so I'm used to it.
It's gonna yank you, pull.
I'm used to it. I'm cool. You slap me in the face, I'm gonna slap you back. We're just gonna get in a fight.
I mean, it doesn't say you can't slap them back.
Hey, no. See, I ain't Chris Rock. I ain't gonna stand there and laugh.
Oh wow, that's Well,
Yeah, I'm a Spartan, kick your ass. So I mean, so go ahead.
You will never know, Mr. Anderson. Anyway, and your bonus question. Are you ready? Would you rather be able to change the past or the future, or alter the future just by imagining it?
Alter the future. Look, the past is the past. I'm cool with that. Like everything ain't go the right way, cool. But I can change everything that's going forward. Yeah, I'm gonna be rich.
Ah!
I'm stealing everybody's money.
You can go in the past and guess the well, no, you can go in the future. It's true. Guess the lottery numbers. You can see the lottery numbers and boom, play all the lotteries.
Look. First of all, I like who I am, so I don't want to change that. Second of all, if you change something in the past, you don't know what gets altered. So what happens if you change something in that, and then all of a sudden you get hit by a bus?
Oh shit, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? Or what if the choice you made you not go on the plane that crashed? But if I change everything for the future, I'm making sure everything goes the way I want it to.
That's true. You're absolutely right. And yes, Lou, we're all thinking alike. Can we imagine some lottery numbers? Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
And share.
Hey, look, I need everybody up in here buy a lottery ticket. And because I said buy a lottery ticket, that means if you hit, you need to share some with your boy.
He wants at least 10%. So make sure y'all hit him 10%. Up at Midnight EXP 17.
Mm-hmm. Universal. All
right, y'all. That was the show. Thanks, y'all, for everybody who joined us in the chat. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for everybody who dropped by. And if you're in the room, please don't forget to hit that like button. I'm pretty sure y'all all subscribe, but if you're not, please subscribe. And don't forget to follow my guest, Sunny Midnight. All the links are in the description, but he is Midnight EXP 17 across all social medias.
And follow my website.
Yes.
Malfunction.com.
Malfunction. That's bullshit. He does have a podcast. The link is in the description. Sunny, when do you go live? Do you have when do you go on? Do you have a schedule?
Right now we on pause because we on pause because there's some things that had to be worked out, including with the person I was doing it with, as well as there's some financial things that are more important. So right now,
coming to you in the future.
I will say this though, it will be back up and running probably within the next 2 months. Music will be coming by the end of the year.
Yes, I was gonna say, get his song, get Sunny's music, download it. It's on Spotify. Mm-hmm. Make sure y'all jump on it.
I think that shit. Oh, check out the merch that's coming out. I got shit selling right now. You go on Redbubble. Look up your boy Midnight EXP.
Hey,
I'm coming out with the shirts, the dresses, the bags, all that. Come buy from your boy.
Hey, go support. Sunny, it was a pleasure.
As always.
Thank you, sir. And to everyone, have a good night. As always, peace, love, and wrestling.
I gotta do it. I gotta do it every time. That's my kiss thing.
Stay safe, people. Wear your masks. COVID is still a thing, and we got monkeypox. So, Bye, y'all.
Don't scratch your butt.
Don't scratch your butt.